Hi, late at night, been a long day. After a fairly successful work day, I went over to some friends. We had some wine, we had some beer, and then I came home. And I want to let you know why you're seeing these videos. These are our Bahamas 22, getting ready for our adventure in March, April, and May of this year. And it is really us doing it while I'm out here working on the boat. Susan's holding down the home front and doing just all sorts of things that are just incredibly necessary, or I couldn't be out here doing this. So I want to, just give Susan my best thank yous and love you so much for being such a strong support in this adventure. So the Bahamas 2020 was something that we planned a few years ago, and we bought this boat in 2017 in Boca Chica Marina, which is down in Key West. And we actually closed on the boat 1 week before Irma came ashore 15 miles to the east of us. So the boat had some cosmetic damage. We got that repaired. We did some rigging repairs. We added new instruments. We added new galley equipment, including new stove, new refrigeration, new freezer. Rewired a portion of the boat, added a bilge pump counter, new navigation, new AIS. So the boat is just in excellent condition. But there's about, 18, 20 things that I need to get done. And of course, as I go through them, I'll remember other things. But so today's video is all about changing a bow light. Well, it sounds pretty easy. You can buy a new aqua signal, you take the old one off, you put the new one on, you crimp on the cables, you do a little heat shrink, and voila, you're done. No, not so easy. So the wires were 30 years old. Well, 1994 to 20, so that's 16 years old. I'm sorry, 26 years old. And that was brittle, and it broke. So then I got a string down there, tried to bring up the duplex wire. It didn't come up because there's two right angles that Catalina put in with a way. So I drilled a new hole, got the wires out. But of course, now I've got to clean out where the stainless steel and the aluminum came together. There was, of course, a little bit of galvanic corrosion. So I cleaned that up, put some epoxy over it so that it would stabilize that area, keep the stainless steel off of it, and then bedded it down in butyl tape. So that's done. And today's video, you're going to see kind of the end result. But what started out as what I expected to be like a 4-hour job turned into more like 16 to 20 hours. But it's a boat. Those things happen. And now I've got a bow pulpit that's rebedded. I've got new wire to my bow light. And I just don't have to worry about this for another 15 years. And you know what that means when you don't have to worry about something for 15 years, right? That's somebody else's problem. Anyway, thanks. Hope you enjoy this video. And seriously, my friends, family, I would love if everyone subscribed and they could follow us, because as we go through the Bahamas, I'd love for you to come along with us, even if it's just in a virtual way. Thanks. So it's Saturday, about 5 o'clock, a little after 5, maybe 5:30. And it's been a long 3 days. What I thought was going to be about a 4-hour project to replace the bow light turned into a CF. That's a cluster frickin' razzle razzle. But what I had to do is I had to take the pulpit out, bow pulpit. I had to remove the wire. I had to try and lead my duplex 16 gauge up through the pulpit. But Catalina, when they originally made the boat, ran 2 single wires, and they have 2 hard right angle turns, which a duplex wire in a sheath just wouldn't work. So I ended up cutting a new hole, and I got to tell you that I love my step drill. It worked. It took me a half an hour to set up, 5 minutes to drill the hole, and a half an hour then to remove all the gear that I had gotten so that I could do the drill. So let me just show you what I've done. Doesn't look like much now, but I will take you through it. The bow pulpit is back together. And what I did was I used butyl tape to bed the 4 stanchion bases. And of course, like all bow pulpits, you've got to push them into place so that they bolt in. They've got basically lag screws in the back, and then quarter 20s that go through the tow rail, and since they're stainless steel, I used Lanacoat on those. That worked out. And from here, see if I can get back far enough. So the wire ran from the back stanchion post up to the front of the boat. And you can see the T right here that comes across, and the wire used to come out right there. So it had to go up, left turn, and then down. So what I did was I drilled a hole right there before it gets to the turn, and I'll just bring it out. I'll put it in a one of those Chinese finger lock type sleeves, Sikaflex it all in, and then I'll just tie it to the bow rail and run it to the Aqua Signal 41, which mounts right there. And that will be here on Wednesday, so the bow light will be done. So what was a 4-hour project turned into about a 16-hour project, maybe 20. But it looks good. It's all new wiring, and it'll not be, and I won't need to work on it for another, I don't know, 15 years. So you know what that is. That's somebody else's problem.